If you plan on heading outside, we have the Weekend Gardener with some tips for you this morning.
Hello gardening friends, welcome to the Weekend Gardener. So it's really late winter and we didn't have much of a winter as a matter of fact, and that's why we're visiting today. And we're just screaming towards springtime. We make that transition of vegetables around now. We're trying to get the tomatoes in early, and we are getting rid of the other crops out there, finishing them off, that is. During this time we might see, because of the cold and warm stress on the plants that bring the insects in. And so we don't want to use something that's really toxic. You know, there are some really hard chemicals out there doing damage to the soil, exposing your children to some very strong pesticides that are not necessary, leaving residual pesticides inside the house. You know, we can do better than that. And we can do it when we go to the organic technique. Healthy plants in a healthy soil, that's critical. You don't have many bugs, hardly at all, when you have those conditions. Well-adapted plants, planted in the right season, in a healthy soil, gosh, you're on your way. But when it's not working right, when something's out of balance, maybe you're a new gardener, then there are things to use that are, I consider, to be safe enough when you use the right precautions. A pesticide's a pesticide. Organic or chemical, they're both pesticides. It's the level of toxicity towards humans and the environment that we're most focused on. Here is a neat one. You know, water can dislodge insects very, very easily. And so you'll find something like this at garden centers, especially places, independent garden centers that sell organic gardening products, of which there are quite a few these days. It's really nice. And so this one's called the Bug Blaster. And what happens is you hook this to the end of the hose, and then when you turn it on, the water comes out in a big circular fan, really strong coming out of there. You put it on the end of your hose, and you go underneath the plants that might have insects. Aphids, red spider, small worms, they're all dislodged with this. I mean, it's that simple. You get real good control with something like this. But on occasion, something becomes more persistent and hard to deal with. And so there's a lot of natural products from the organic garden centers, like this one for slugs and snails. Here's some for indoors. They're based around orange oil, and we have diatomaceous earth. This is one that is very, very effective in the garden, although, like I was saying, you need to protect yourself from breathing this one too. Even though it's safe and all natural, 100% natural, you do need to stay away from breathing it. Fire ant control, here's one right here with an ingredient called spinosad, and this product right here is certified organic. So that means you could use it out in your vegetable garden if you choose. It's the very first granular form pest control for fire ants that I've ever seen that can be used in your organic vegetable garden. So there you have it. There's a big selection of all natural products out there at your favorite garden center, and they do an excellent job. Remember, always use precautions when you're using them, but you'll be very successful. For the Weekend Gardener, I'm John Dromgoole.